Hello everyone, this is me Padma. In this video, we are going to see about GST on value addition, which belongs to exercise 1B. In this video, we'll see question 1 and 2. So the first question is of multiple choice type. Under that, the first question is under GST, value addition refers to. So we all know, if you'd have seen the previous video, you'd have understood what is a value addition. It's nothing but the tax, that means the GST collected from the customer. That means, or I can say GST of selling price minus GST we already paid for cost price now, so this difference only actually the value addition. Why this difference itself is coming? First of all, because the selling price is going to be more than the cost price. Why it is more than the cost price? Because for the product I need some profit, and maybe from the wholesaler shop to me I am bringing the product, right? So if I am bringing all the traveling expenses or vehicle expense all together will come, right? I have to add that to my product now. That's the reason selling price is going to be more. So among this, what I can say, see, I am doing some expenses for shifting the product. Along with I required some profit also. That's why there is a difference between the selling price and cost price is coming. Once there is a difference between the selling price and cost price is coming, then obviously the value addition will come into the point. So that's why the difference, the GST amount I have collected from my customer is going to be more than the GST I have paid for the same product. Somewhere I bought it now, so that is going to be lesser compared to the GST which I am collecting from the customer. So that difference only we need to pay to the government. It's nothing but value addition. Why this difference is coming means I am giving more expenses. I'm using money for shifting the product, and also I require some profit for doing the business, right? So this is what the option. So the third option is correct for the question A. Now the second question B is, if the rate of GST is 18%, what is the IGST of interstate sale? First we need to check whether it is interstate or intrastate. What is intrastate? It's nothing but within the state. So if it is intrastate, now you will be having only CGST and SGST. IGST is going to be nil. But here the question itself, interstate. What is actually interstate from one state to the another state? Then at that case, CGST and SGST is going to be nil. So whatever GST is going to be assigned as IGST, right? So IGST is going to hold what? The whole amount of GST. So now what's the answer? How much percentage is that is IGST? So obviously it is equivalent to GST. So option 2 is right. In question C, if a dealer supplies goods worth 3,000 to another local dealer they have specified. What is the meaning of that? It's nothing but intrastate. With a 28% GST, then the tax levied under CGST is what? So whenever there is an intrastate, the GST has been divided into CGST and SGST. So it is going to be equally distributed, right? So this is also 14% and even SGST is also 14%. Now the question is, we need to find what is CGST, right? So CGST is what? 14% of 3,000. So just cancel 20, 14 3s are 12, balance one 4, 42 and one more 0 essay. So 420 rupees has been collected as CGST. Same for SGST also. So here the option is what? The fourth option is right. Now we'll move for the next question. For a registered dealer, if the input tax is X rupees and output tax is Y, then what is the tax liability on the dealer? What is the meaning of tax liability? The amount which we are about to pay to the government, right? So if I know input tax and output tax, then what will be the tax I have to pay to the government? It's nothing but output tax minus input tax. So the answer is going to be Y minus X, and the option is 3. The next question, E. John sells goods worth 2,000 rupees to Manish belonging to the same state. It means it's nothing but intrastate. Now John gives a discount 20% and charges GST 5%. Then how much amount John is going to get? So John is going to sell a goods worth 2000 rupees to Manish. This is what type of transaction? It is intra-state transaction. Okay. So how much amount actually the transaction, the product holds? It's 2000, but this person is giving discount of 20%. So 20 by 100 into 2000, just to make a discount. So what will be here? So the discount is going to be 400. So which is nothing but 2000 minus 400. Now what will be the product price? It's nothing but 1600. So for 1600, this John is going to sell to Manish. So 1600. Now he has to collect plus GST also he need to collect. Now GST is 5% it seems. So what is the total amount? That is what the question. So let 1600 plus 5% of GST. What is 5% of, that means 5% is GST. So 5 by 100 into 1600. So I can cancel 2020. Then that's going to be 1600 plus 5 into 16 we need to multiply. So if we multiply we'll get 80 as an answer. So if we add we'll get 1680. So which option is this? Yeah, this is option 3. So here the problem over. Third option. So this is the right option. We'll see the next. So the next second question is fill in the blanks. When the goods or services are sold for 15,000 under intrastate transaction from station A to B and the rate of GST is 12%. What is the selling price at station A? Very important. They are not including the GST amount. And what is the selling price at the station A is 15,000 only, because the person A is going to sell to the person B for 15,000 plus the GST he will collect, but the question is you should not include the GST. Now the second B part is you have to find what is CGST and SGST. First of all, this is intrastate. So CGST and SGST is going to be divided into equal parts. So what is the GST? It is 12%. Then these are going to be 6%. So we need to find what is 6% of 15,000. So if we cancel this, 6 into 15 is 90 and one more zero is there, so 900. So 6% of 15,000 is 900. So CGST is also 900 and SGST is also 900. Now the next question, what is the cost price excluding GST at station B? It's obviously 15,000 only, na, the cost price. For that amount only he would have bought it, but you should not include a GST amount. If I'm not including, it's going to be 15,000 only. Then the D part, if profit is 5,000, what is the selling price at station B? He bought it for 15,000. So he has to get a profit 5,000. Then how much amount he has to sell it for? It's nothing but 20,000. 15 plus 5 is going to be 20,000. Now, the same goods or services are moved under interstate transaction. Now, from one state to other state, from station B to C, and the rate of tax is 12%. Then what is GST amount they are asking? So tax is 12%. So just we need to find what is 12 by 100. Now what's the amount actually? It's 20,000. Okay, so just multiply with the 20,000. So 2020 it's going to be. So it's nothing but 2,400. This is what the GST when they are doing the interstate transaction. Then the last question, what is the cost price at a station C? But you should not include the GST. What is the cost price at station C? What is the recent price of the product? It is 20,000. So 20,000 is the answer. So in the next video, we will see the remaining questions. Thank you.